Hey y'all, this is Miss Williams. Just wanted to check in and make sure that you had everything you needed for this week's lessons. So if you could go to Canvas and get these notes for me, I'm going to do a short lecture on American diversity. So follow along. All right, so we're going to start with what citizenship is, how it's defined, okay? Citizenship goes all the way back to ancient Greece and Rome. Men who own property were considered citizens. So if you were a woman, child, or you did not own property, um, then you did not participate in making decisions for the community, country, city, okay? Now, we typically have customs, we typically share, certain beliefs. Now we know that the United States is slightly different because we have multiple beliefs, we have multiple customs, and we all don't really share common um, backgrounds. But to some certain extent, we still do have certain values that we all uphold. Okay, and citizens remain loyal to their country. Um, and in return for that loyalty, they are protected by the government. Okay, so if you have a coin, whether it's a quarter, nickel, dime, penny, okay, all I have is a penny right now. But if you look at the back of it, it has a saying on it, okay? And you will never, ever, ever hear me say this outside of this lecture because we don't really talk about this term. But on the back of this penny, it says E pluribus unum. E pluribus unum. And that means out of many, one. So we as a country, yes, we're one country, right? But we came from other countries. So out of many people, out of many countries, out of many places, however you want to put it, we're the melting pot because we have come from all over the world and joined to unite as one country. Okay, so it means that the U.S. has a lot of differences, but we stand united as one nation. E pluribus unum. So we're going to go through a little timeline of the United States and how we became, as we call, the nation of immigrants. Okay. In the 1600s, we know that the French and the English settled, okay, into colonies. Um, Between the 1600s and the 1800s, Africans were forced or brought over um, as slaves. So they added to the population. Then in the 1700s, we had the Germans, the Dutch, the Scottish, the Irish, the Swedes. They all migrated. And then eventually we gained independence from Great Britain in 1776, and we became the United States of America. So, e pluribus unum, out of many, one. Okay, so from all these different countries, all these different places, all these different ethnicities, all these different cultures came over and became one country, the United States of America. Now, we're different because of the different countries that we've come from, but even within the United States, we still have differences amongst people who came from the same country. We have religious diversity, we have gender diversity, we have sexual orientation diversity, we also have ethnic diversity. And currently, Latino Americans are the fastest growing ethnic group in the United States. Okay, but we come from everywhere, y'all, and we're very different, yet we're the same. So we're going to talk about how we're similar in a minute. Okay. So these are some common American values that we all share. Freedom. We all want to be free. Okay. Nobody wants to be a slave. We all want equality. We want to be treated the same as other people, regardless of our race, our gender, our religion, our disability, any of that. We want to be treated equally. Opportunity. We want work. We want jobs. We want to better ourselves if that's what we choose to do. Justice. We want our criminal legal system to treat us fairly. Okay. Democracy. we want to participate in government, and we want to have the say. We want to have power over our government so that they do not become too powerful. Unity. We want to share some common ground with people, even though we might, disagree. We still want to be one nation, because you're stronger when you're united. We want respect. I want you to respect me, so I'm going to respect you. Tolerance. We need to be tolerant of other people's beliefs, whether it's religion, their opinions, whatever. You need to be tolerant of them. You don't have to necessarily agree with it, but be tolerant. Um, just think about our classroom, for example. We have 30 students in the classroom. Look at all the different ethnicities, the different cultures, the different races, the different backgrounds. Okay, we have similar beliefs because the purpose of y'all being in my class is to pass it, get the credit, and go on to the next grade or go on to graduate, whatever your next step is. Okay, so even though everybody has different, we're all different, and while we're there and our backgrounds, history, cultures, all that is different, we still come together when we come into room 408. And we pretty much, adhere to most of these common American values within the classroom. Now, where can we find these common American values? Okay, they're written in the Declaration of Independence and the United States Constitution. Okay, y'all have heard the word or the term popular sovereignty, and all that means is government by consent of the governed. That means that we, the people, okay, as it says in the Constitution, we are going to have the most power over the government. Okay, we're going to vote in people or representatives that represent us, that look like us, that have our best interests at heart. And if we do not like something that they're doing, then we can vote them out. We can get rid of those people. So popular sovereignty, just having the say. Okay, people, the citizens having say. And this we do this by having elections. Our elections are free. You don't have to pay to vote. Just show up and bowl in some dots, okay? Bowl in the people that you want to win. All right. They're fair. You don't have to tell nobody who you vote for. You don't, you're not pressured into telling or any of that. So they're fair. And within reason, if you like to run for office, then you can. Okay. Equal justice under the law. Okay. So no matter your race, your religion, your gender, you will have equal protection under the law according to the 14th Amendment. And then majority rules. So whoever wins, wins. Okay. Now we know that we've talked about the Electoral College and the popular vote versus the Electoral College vote, but we're not going to get into that in this particular unit. But that is another way that we have popular sovereignty, or that we practice popular sovereignty. And then unity is also found in a common language. Our common language in the United States is English. Okay, so English is our first spoken language, and of course we have multiple languages that are spoken, but English is the common language, and it unites us all here. And lastly, the United States has institutions. Okay, institutions are just ideas that people have about relationships, obligations, roles, and functions. And institutions create unity. The institutions, it could be social. Okay, so your family. Family is an institution. Okay, volunteer services. I use the picture of the volunteer fire department. All right, religious institutions, churches, synagogues, mosques. Okay, and then educational. School is an institution. It unites us. Okay, we all have a purpose, we all have a goal, and everyone comes and we follow certain rules, and people know their jobs. Okay, I'm a teacher, you're the student. We have a principal, we have some assistant principals, we know what the janitor does, we know what the custodian does. Okay, we all have our jobs and our roles in order to make that institution work. So I'm going to stop right there. Next time, we're going to finish up with American citizens, and then I need you to have with you the steps to naturalization. Okay, this is just a graphic organizer, so you won't need to write anything down. Um, but it's there for you to help you study. Okay, but we'll be talking about the steps to naturalization or becoming a citizen. That's all it means. Okay. So if you have any questions, please feel free to email me or message me. But I hope that this video clears up any questions within this unit. See you next time.